You can create mutable variables in Kotlin with the var keyword, but if you'd like to create read-only variables in Kotlin, you need to use the val keyword. And so let's try the same thing that we did before. We're going to create a new variable, but this time we're going to use the val keyword, and we're going to set it to Don Felker, like we saw before. And we're going to print this to the screen. And at this point, nothing has really changed. The output's going to be the same. We've created a variable called full name. It contains the contents Don Felker, and when we run it, we get Don Felker down here at the bottom. However, the big difference here is when we use the val keyword, we're creating a read-only variable, which means I can only assign it once. Therefore, if I want to assign the variable again, or I attempt to, I'll change this to John Felker. And then we automatically get a red squiggly in IntelliJ because IntelliJ's Kotlin plugin realizes there's a problem. And what it's saying is the val cannot be reassigned. So even if I say, hey, you know what, I'm going to ignore the IDE, I want it to run and compile it. I try to compile this, we're going to get a compiler error. And it's going to say, hey, look, we couldn't compile this because there's an error. Vals cannot be reassigned here, and it's on line number 5. So we go over here to line number 5, and there's our problem. Full name cannot be reassigned. So once we have a variable that's created with the val keyword, we cannot reassign it. And the same goes for other types too. So if we were to use age and say 32, that's fine. You can print that to the screen as well. And then if we tried again to reassign val, we could say that's 42 now. We could see that this is not going to work. And again, to verify it, we'll run, which will fire off the compiler. We'll say, hey, that the val cannot be reassigned. We're on line 8 right here. That's what this first number is, the line number. And we're on line 8, and its value is 42, cannot be reassigned. So we cannot reassign vals. So these are read-only variables. These are great for things that you do not want to change in your application. You don't ever expect them to change, and you'd like to verify that and enforce that through the compiler.